Hello and welcome back to another episode of Moss Valley. So we are now on the first day of October. Not a lot happening on the farm, but I thought nevertheless I'd still do an episode today, just letting you know what's happening and where we are with things. So the main task for today is going to be we're going to go and spray the weeds off on this field. So as you can see, we have got quite a few weeds growing. So obviously I do know in game these are small weeds, you'd use a weeder, but in real life obviously well, certainly in the UK anyway, you'd go and spray them off with weed killer. So that's what we're going to do. I obviously know with precision farming you take a bit of a hit on the yield, not a massive amount. I think it's quite not very small, maybe 1 or 2%, maybe if that, on the yield. But at the end of the day, I like to play realistic to what the farming is where I live. So that's what we're going to do today. So that's one thing. Obviously the grass bales that we, well, technically silage bales, but grass bales that we made last time, they are still fermenting. We're not quite at silage yet, but they're at 95%, so they're not far off. They're only probably another day off being turned into silage, so they're still there fermenting away. Chickens are still doing very well also. We did have some chicks born. I've sold the males and I've kept the females, so they are currently in here. You can hear them as well. You can see a couple of them are about in here. So I might at some point, because obviously we're now full of chickens in this coop, so what I might do is take the 47 out of here and put them in the other chicken shed just over here and have them producing eggs in there. So, but we've got one full pallet of eggs so far, just there, and then we've got another one spawned as well. So they're slowly producing some eggs. I think the best time to sell the eggs is January time, I believe. November time is the best time to sell eggs. We've got nearly £7,000 worth of eggs as it stands at the moment. So, but obviously when it comes to next month, we should have 2, maybe 3 pallets of eggs, maybe even more than that. Hopefully, anyway, fingers crossed. So yeah, other than that, not a lot happening on the farm. It's obviously going to be a bit of a shorter episode today, but still, I thought I'd let you guys know what's happening and put an episode out rather than nothing at all. So we've got the sprayer hooked up, ready to go. We've got the chemical here, weed killer, ready to put into the sprayer. So we'll hop in the tractor. I do want to put some in both the front and the back tank, so we put some in there. We put in 10 gallons, that should be, put a bit more in. Right, gonna need to buy another one. I think I did buy some more. Can't remember where I put them though. I'm not sure if I put, I did have somewhere a chemical cabinet that I put in just here. I haven't put any more in, so I'll have to buy another one. That's not a problem. Obviously I have to pay for the delivery of it, but still I'm not too worried about that. There we go. And we will put this one in the back tank. There we go. And then obviously both of them we'll fill up the rest with some water. I don't know why I can't get the tractor. There we go. Lift that pump one up. There we go. Lift that one up. Right, so we've got the chemical in, and all that we need to do is fill the rest up with water. Herbicide, there we go. This is obviously what you do in real life. You wouldn't completely put a whole tank worth of chemical in because it costs you a fortune. You do put water in as well. So there we go, £38, and then we'll fill it back up. Herbicide again. I thought we'd probably get away without having crop tyres on, so that's why I've got the normal tyres on. With obviously our tram lines. There we go. We're full. We're full. So obviously this is now where we can properly test the tram lines and see if they do in fact work properly. Unfold that. Like so. Probably about there, height wise, probably good. Turn her on. And obviously with this sprayer, we've got the spot spraying on. That's in the what's called it, precision farming pack. So it's not spraying the whole of the field. It's just spraying where the weeds are, which is obviously really good. Saves on cost of spraying. But tram lines overall seem to be quite good. Almost placed a bit better than where the first spreader was. That's quite good. Quite a bit of weeds there. There we go. Go. First back. Yeah, it did go through my head. I thought we wouldn't have to back spray, but I suppose because we only subsoil, we didn't fully plough. That'll be why we've ended up having to spray. So, but not a problem. Not taking up too much herbicide anyway to do it. So, but yeah, it's obviously, like I say, not a lot happening. Obviously, when you get into this sort of time of year now, farming wise, unless you've got a lot of livestock that need feeding or odd jobs doing with them, then the arable side is quite quiet. So obviously this is definitely a job that needs doing. Obviously the weed killer will affect the yield a bit, but nothing like it would if we didn't spray the weeds off. So makes sense to do it. Means the crops can grow a lot more lush anyway. rather than the weeds taking the nutrients away from the main crop and covering them up as well from sunlight. I do apologise as well for there being no video out last Friday. Obviously, like I say, there's just not been much happening on the farm. I thought I'd leave doing an episode Friday until we've got a lot more going on the farm, or we've got a lot more land. I thought, yeah. It was also a bit difficult real life last week to get an episode recorded, just with stuff I've got going on IRL. So, yeah, I do apologise for that last week. Obviously, when we get sort of into November time and January, we'll get a bit busier selling a few of the crops, and then once we're into spring next year, we'll obviously start doing field work on the other arable field, getting the corn planted, and then once we've got the corn harvested, we'll be able to buy some pigs. So that'll take up a bit of time. We're obviously missing the odd weed at the edge of the field, but not too fussed about that. As long as we get the main real big patches, then that's fine. It is definitely precision farming now, with obviously you've got to be very precise when you're drilling the field and where you're putting the tram lines. You don't put them too close to the field edge, because obviously then you're spraying the grass verges, and obviously you don't want to be putting them too wide, because then you'll miss a real big chunk on the headlands. So yeah, the field I always say it, but the field does look good with tram lines. Makes it look a lot more realistic, and obviously even better when they're actually providing a purpose. Right. Spraying these bits. Doing well so far though. Only used 7%. That's obviously the benefit of having the spot spraying, not constantly having it turned on and spraying. It yeah, saves yourself a lot of money cost wise. Turn this way. Go down this one now. Oh, I'm quite pleased with how the tram lines have come out in the end. They're definitely doing their job, so that's the main thing. So far, so good. Only a couple more passes, and yeah, we'll have sprayed them all off. I think, yeah, definitely need to, I think, invest in a plough, because obviously in the long run, when it does need ploughing and you plough it up, you haven't got weeds to deal with. So Subsoiling is obviously good in the fact that you don't, you know, it's cultivating and ploughing technically really at the same time, but yeah, obviously you still get the problem with the weeds. So I think with all the implements, you know, there's all you know, fors and against for them. So it's just finding what you like using and a sort of happy medium. They are pretty big fields. I mean, especially the other one, big fields to plough. Obviously, that other one that will need ploughing after we've harvested the corn out of it. So yeah, I think at the moment with the funds that we've got, maybe not buy a plough just yet, but I think in the long run, it's going to be a good investment. Here we go, last pass. There we go, that's that field done. Might go up this tram one actually. There we go. But yeah, I think that's pretty good overall. Done the whole field, only used 15%. We've sprayed all them weeds off. So I would say when obviously when the crop grows, you won't really see them patches. So yeah, no, I'm pleased with that. That's a good job done. Yeah, good job done. Overall, though, other than the weeds, it does seem to be going well. The wheat. On the second growth stage now, so yeah, obviously when these weeds go now, should improve it quite a bit more. I mean, obviously you look at it, the expected yield is still 118% anyway, which is more than you get just base game without precision farming. So no, yeah, a good job done. I'm not too sure what we'll be up to next time. Could be selling some crops. Like obviously we've got the eggs to sell in November. I'm not sure what else have we got. There's nothing else to sell November wise. Silage. When's going to be the best time to sell the silage? We have a look. January time as well. So yeah, January is going to be a busy time selling stuff because obviously we've got the oats to sell January time as well, and the straw. Because obviously with what we had with the twine add-on, it's not working well with the rat bale. So I do want to take the mod out. But as I said last time, if I take the mod out, all these bales will disappear. So we've essentially got to sell all of them. Then when we've sold all the bales, take the add-on out, and then we can keep the bales. But yeah, it's a shame really. It doesn't quite work, but just on this particular save, it's not going to work for us. So, but yeah, there we have it. That is where I'm going to end today's episode. Bit of a short one than usual, but nevertheless, I hope you have enjoyed watching it. If you have, as always, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye, guys.